I'm here with sophomore Mataia Roderick. You talk a little bit about where the team is in this part of the season.
Right now, we're focusing more on our mental game, and that gave us some confidence going into our second match on Saturday. Even though we lost it, we played pretty well at the beginning of the game, and we try to focus on what we can do together and not as individuals, and we can stay positive about ourselves and confident and not get down, and which is part of our mental game that we're trying to strengthen right now.
So you have a big role on defense. Talk a little bit about what your goals were coming into the season and then kind of what the team wants to do this weekend.
My goals coming into the season were to be consistent in my defense and always be in the right spot and be able to get every ball up and run everything down. Whenever I step on the court, we shake hands and we're like, nothing hits the floor, and we make sure that we do our best to cover our hitters and get to the right spots on defense so we're ready for those hard hit balls or those roll shots.
And another role that you have, a key role that you have, is your serve. You've got a great float serve. Talk a little bit about that being one of your strengths for the team.
Serving has always been one of my favorite parts of volleyball. Ever since I started, I always wanted to have one of the best serves on my team, and I worked on that a lot, and I continue to work on my jump serve and to try to get to float a little better. And my mom would always tell me, don't miss the serve. Like, think of it as game point. And every time I get up to point, I hear my mom in my head talking to me about serving. And so I just get up there and I know that I'm confident because this is the one thing that I have that I can do for the team and that can help us get a roll.
What do you think the team goals are this weekend?
Our team goals are to play like we have nothing to lose because we don't. We're not ranked super high right now, which is an advantage for us because people will overlook us when we don't need to be overlooked. If we come out knowing that we are just as good as the other team, then we will play to the best of our abilities. And when we do, we're having fun, and when we have fun, that's when we play the best.
Well, great. Good luck, Mataia.
Thank you.
I'm here with MSUB head volleyball coach Lisa Axel. Lisa, you dropped both matches last week, both conference matches, but you're coming off a good momentum shift in Alaska. You played really well against Western Washington. There are a lot of positives that I saw the last couple matches.
Yeah, we played 4 really good games this last weekend. The 3 against Western Washington and the first set against Simon Fraser. So we're definitely focusing on those 4 sets. And then we kind of turned it off a little bit for the last part of Simon Fraser. They really picked it up, and we started to make some mistakes on defense. We weren't in the right spots. And so we got to make sure that we don't let that happen going forward. And I think it was a good learning experience for us at this point of the season.
So let's talk about some of the players. Ashlyn Ward just having another great couple of matches for you.
Yeah, Ashlyn's doing a great job carrying the load for us on the outside. Whenever we're in trouble, we're not passing well, we can just throw the ball up to Ashlyn, and she's putting it away at a pretty good pace. And that's what you need in an outside hitter, somebody that can just do things with maybe not so much, whether the set's there, whether the set isn't there. She's doing a great job of finding the open court on the other side.
And Taylor Sherman's had to step up for you with Stormy having been out the last couple of matches. She's done a good job being an all-court player for you.
Yeah, she's done a great job, both front row and back row. Her defense is probably one of the best on the team. She's really doing a good job of keeping that ball off the floor. And then being that steady person as our second outside, she's keeping the ball in play when she needs to, but also taking a big swing and getting the kills as well.
And Kendall Williams, just outstanding as your setter, working the offense, making sure that she's also playing a good role on your defensive side as well.
Yeah, she definitely is getting a lot more digs than she has in the past. We've been working a lot on defense in practice, and I think that's carrying over a little bit to our matches. But she's also doing a great job of putting our hitters in good situations, especially those 4 games that we played really well this last weekend. They were seeing a lot of open court and open net.
So turning to this weekend, you're going to be on the road. You're going to see St. Martin's on Thursday and then up to Seattle Pacific on Saturday. Talk a little bit about what your overall goals are.
Yeah, we just want to play consistently well. It's been kind of a roller coaster this season. We'll play well for a little bit, and then we kind of back off. The Western Washington match was our only match so far that we've played consistently well for an entire match, and we want to try to find that rhythm again going forward. And I think these 2 opponents are ones that we match up well with, and it should be a good weekend if we go out and battle.
Good. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.